Hello guys and welcome back to Field of Glory Empires with our Saba playthrough. We are proceeding. The year is 89 BC and our inevitable victory grows ever closer. Looks like the Picts are actually kind of conquering Britannia. That's quite interesting. I noticed they have a cooperation with the Lusitani, which is interesting though. Their far away status maybe makes cooperation with them kind of irrelevant. I was looking at potentially anybody else I could be friends with. The Lusitani are allies with Emporia, but they're just so tiny. Massilia is allies with Rome, so if I ever went to war with Rome, I'd have to fight Massilia as well. Thankfully, I don't think I'm really going to have to do that. But let's get to building, why don't we? We finished a lot of buildings, but nothing to really do till we get up here where the gymnasium has finished in Themutidia. Themutidia? I don't know how to say these names, man. With only one slot available, the choices are limited. The food capabilities are minimal. Wouldn't mind a cult site for that conversion. That would help stabilize the location. We could really use some growth too, but it's also not like that important either. I don't know. I think I'll get that cult site though. And then to the west, we have a land reclamation done on the Sinai, a place where we could definitely use a number of things. Especially some loyalty. So I guess a tavern would be good with these 3 slots available. Yeah, growth is coming anyway, so. And Amphora is done next to that. 1 slot available. And what are we lacking on? Not in loyalty, really. Even with 2 feast days added on? Well, they're 2 different types, I think. Oh, yeah, no, because 1 was before they had a religious building. I guess the monument counts, right? A religious building here or something. Maybe not. Well, what would we like then? With only 1 slot, some growth would be great since the loyalty is doing so well. The preserved food store. Is this up against the ocean? It is. Or just this hemp. Might be the final agricultural building. There might be more. I don't know. I'll get the hemp. It's basic enough. Extra population in northeastern Galileo. We have 1 slot available. A Thalassan temple would be pretty nice. Some decadence reduction. Can't go to like major temple then, but I like when they present themselves. They kind of rely on being on an ocean location. So I guess I'll grab that. Thalassan temple, sure. I really do like the Thalassan temple when I can get it, but I don't always really look to min-max it. Ceramics Works is done. Next to that, we have 3 slots available. We could really use some loyalty. A plantation sure wouldn't help that. Most of these things would not. I guess if I had to pick one, I would just go with the street parlor because it's like better than nothing. Even then, it's not going to give a whole lot, but it might unlock things that give more. Gymnasium done. Noble District done. Let's go further north. Land expansion done in Issus. This is the former capital of Cappadocia. Cappadocia. We are missing 20 loyalty anyway, while this still recovers, but loyalty and food are the main things here. Wow, this is a lot of population. That's a lot. Holy cow. That's a heck of a lot. Do these 5 make a difference down here? They do, somewhat. And the infrastructure will increase anyway. I might just go ahead and build some more infrastructure. Damn, these buttons are getting real laggy at this point in the game. I wonder what this game would run like on turn like 4 to 500, because it's crazy how like stuttery it gets at this point. It affects the frame rate of the entire game. Woo! Good thing it doesn't need speed. Let's go with that warehouse. Yeah. Then we have cult site completed and 30 legacy from art from the black market. 2 slots available. Loyalty would be nice here. It would be nice. I wonder if you would make a difference. Not really. You don't really. Well, we don't need this many dudes on infrastructure as it is, so. A basilica would give some loyalty, a little bit of culture, not a lot. Ceramics Works would do culture. I'll grab the basilica for now. Head west where we finished a mill. 3 slots available. A school to get that teensy bit of infrastructure, but also that decadence reduction in culture would be amazing. Slotless, let's go ahead and grab that. Wells done next to that in Taurus. We have Palisade done next to that. 2 slots available here. Loyalty could be improved, but not really needed either. Hard to say what we would really need here. I guess the tavern would be like better than nothing. Well, we need some infrastructure. Actually, I guess a charcoal pile is better than nothing. Let's go ahead and grab that. Extra pop, finished a hemp field. Tribunal done. 2 slots available in Sangarius. And what are we working with? Basics are doing pretty alright. Growth still kind of slow as far as things go. The opportunity for metal is always alluring. Loyalty's doing great. With 2 slots available though, and 11 turns till growth, I feel like I need to get a little bit more food, get an aqueduct, something, you know? So I think I'll grab the wells, because there's still an amphora lingering. Thermy's done nearby, 2 slots available. Give me that land reclamation. Yes, please. Noble District done. Woodcutting done. In a place that's still recovering from the conquest under pacification. Well, get some more guys on food. That's something. Maybe infrastructure? We're not going to have massive loyalty problems when it comes down to it. And just moving some guys down there would help. Infrastructure to replace that would be good. Sounds good to me. Let's head east. We have a school done in Corjune, where we have 1 slot available. Growth in 6 turns isn't too bad. Loyalty isn't too bad. I think I'll grab that clay pit then. Just a little bit more infrastructure. Yeah, and then head north where we finish city walls in Cassius. We have 5 slots available there. In terms of basics, it'll look a lot better in a moment, literally 1 turn. Culture will improve as well, but I don't know if the loyalty is really going to be a good place. Let's go ahead and grab the worship place, just so we get some more loyalty coming in. Then head down south, and we finish a gladiator school in Fraspa, where infrastructure's doing alright. Growth, I'm sure, could use something, but so could loyalty. Conversion is just abysmal. You can get a Thalassan temple even here when it's not connected to anything. Alright. Well, in that case, I'd say we probably go ahead and grab the cult site. Yeah, could be useful. New pop. Let's see. Finished a cult site next to that. 5 slots available. Super low on loyalty. Let me grab that land expansion. That seems like an obvious one. Let's get another desertic onto culture. It does make a little bit of a difference. It's going to be 12 turns, so this academy gives me a new leader. I need more leaders. I keep making more stacks. Give me more leaders. Blacksmith done in Artemita. Hard to meet you. Loyalty's doing great enough here. I don't really need it to do any better. If anything, maybe the charcoal pile for a little bit more infrastructure, but like, doesn't really seem super needed. I'll grab it anyway. Because I'm sure, yeah, we're building tons of stuff here anyway. And then we have an extra population down in Elam opening up a slot. This is another place that could benefit from infrastructure. All kinds of stuff. And there's all kinds of options. Dang. That's a lot of options. I would love fish. I would love this little bit of infrastructure. Well, growth in 7 turns. I'll grab this clay pit. That's going to hamper growth even more, but I'll just grab that. Get some stone, a little bit of infrastructure. Sounds good to me. Heading east, we got a warehouse done in Sargatia. We have 2 slots available. Infrastructure's doing nice here, but other things could be better. Slotless city walls sounds fine, considering this is on a border, even an enemy border. That's the whole reason why this unit was sent specifically here. Speaking of him, there's nobody headed to him. There's no archer group headed to him. Am I still, like, missing one? I might be. I might be. This one's still here. I guess I'll send you over there. I didn't realize I was still missing one. Well, there you go. I'll recruit another 8 somewhere, just for a future stack. So we have a bloomery done nearby. That's some nice metal gained. 1 slot is available here. Growth could use a little bit of help. So could loyalty, though. That's a tough one. I think I'll grab this shepherd house just for now, though. A little bit of food. New population opening up a new slot next to that. 1 slot available here. I see another Desertix available, so let's get him onto culture. Move you guys up to food in the meanwhile. With that 1 slot available, if we care about growth, we'd want to go into those canals, but Loyalty's not really problematic yet. Could it get problematic? Sure. It's not very likely to, but 6 loyalty, I think I'll grab that for now. That sounds nice enough. Heading east, we have a mill done in Sindamala, 2 slots available. Some pretty decent options all around. Ooh, a Desertic is available. Let me move him down here and move one of the Indians back up north. A Builder's Guild could work. I mean, it's slotless. It's the only slotless option. We don't really need loyalty. So other than that, I go for Growth of the Gymnasium. It's not a capital, so let's just go for the Gymnasium for now. Sure. Why not? New population, and then that's basically all of that. Heading over to Africa, we have nothing of high import. And we're in Egypt. Sewers done. I guess I've looked at all this already. Okay, cool. I missed Uxia, which finished a coastal market. We have 1 slot available there. We really could use some infrastructure there. We really could. I could easily move a guy down because we just have so much food. Here, the Builders Guild takes forever to build, dude. It takes forever, and we're just building so many things in this tiny little region anyway that it makes it kind of difficult no matter what I want. So I guess we'll go for the Builders Guild anyway. It's going to take forever. I'm probably going to win the game before this builds, but I'll plop it down. We'll keep one of those guys on food for now. And then that's all the construction for this turn. I've just discovered a unit type that I've been unfamiliar with right here, the pirate ship. It's pretty much just a light warship, but it doesn't use any food at all. And it raids really, really well. My nation doesn't have access to this, but it's interesting to see that some do. Not really a combat unit. No, sir. Just like an economical unit in a way. Well, we'll go ahead and end the turn for now. Our good old friends are about to get their asses beat. 3 versus 9. It's a similar combat power. I'm actually kind of curious about this. You have close fighters, mercenary hoplites, and I mean, to be fair, they did pretty well. But they're also being outflanked. Holy crap. Wow, you're actually doing pretty well. These archers aren't going to do very well. These masked archers. If anyone's going to die, it's going to be them. Ended in a draw. Ooh, alright, look at that. That's pretty interesting. And now you're probably going to get your ass beat. Yeah. What a surprise. And then, once again, getting your ass beat. I think I saw this one coming last time, but I don't know. It's been a couple days. I can't believe Maria's such garbage. One of the top nations. That's the whole reason why I puppeted them. To keep this flank pretty much secure. And they're fighting for dear life to do it. A lot of movement in the CDR this turn. Rome is almost out of the red, which is not great. Not that it matters, but it's not great. We have +5 now. That gets us away from that border. Hopefully we could keep it going up and up and up. Interesting. I just hope the Antigonids don't, like, come back somehow. Religious ceremony. Yes, yes. A commenter reminded me that it's the citizenship event that I need to lower my age, and God, could I use that right about now. My ratio is just still getting worse. Even now. Even again. That age is just going up and up and up. There's a lot of raids this turn. The only one that succeeded is the one where we have a massive army standing on, so I don't understand why that would happen, but there it is. And an infantry unit might have been improved from the black market. Well, if one was improved, it probably wasn't mine, because I don't have any over there. Also, mine are all improved already anyway, so that kind of stuff would have been helpful earlier before I got the technological advancement, but this is not earlier. Oh, regardless, looking at the map, is there anything interesting happening? This is kind of interesting. I haven't seen these guys be so large. They're just friendly with everybody, though. Picts doing their thing is interesting. I don't think we have to worry about the Antigonids coming back because we're sitting on where all of their native lands were. As long as this... I mean, yeah, because these guys all are just going to pop up here. I guess. I wonder how it decided how to split up all these lands. Because it really did just favor Epirus for most of what would have been Macedonia originally. It's quite an interesting split, but hey. Let's look around. We got a public works done in Thabla. Many slots. 5 slots available. Still under pacification. These city walls would be pretty nice for it. Go ahead and grab those. Nice and simple. 1 desertic. I'm going to get him onto culture. I think you do a good job down there. Then we have a guard tower in Utia. 1 slot available. I mean, the anchorage is slotless. That's the only reason I would really consider building it. That or the large farm. We don't really build things very quickly right now while we're under pacification. So let's just grab the slotless anchorage. Sure. Worship place done. Next to that, we have like 4 or 5 slots available here. What do we need? We're not waiting on anything, so we really need loyalty. Oh my, yeah, because there's so many slaves. Well, I guess let's get started on that with a tavern, shall we? Then I could go for more food or more loyalty. I don't really know. Does this help? This does help. It's not perfect, but it helps. So yeah, tavern, some culture, do whatever we can to try to get that revolt risk down. Would be nice. We got a flax field done in Seracia. We got 3 slots available there. Definitely a weird situation, but I'm going to grab an orchard, get this desertic guy down to culture, and then just like leave them all be. Free infrastructure. We got a stud done to the south in Kahlua. We have 2 slots available there. I would love to get a fishery. I would love it. More than I would love to get a pleasure house, so let's get a fishery. Sure. We have extra population granting a slot in Lyris just to the south. Only this 1 slot is available. I guess a gambling room wouldn't be terrible. We could really use some more growth, though. The smokehouse would be pretty good for that. I could build a smokehouse. 7 food, 6 health, and maybe like move one of these guys from food down to culture. I mean, I could probably move all, like, enough to get it up to 5 and then still be good because the health plus the food is going to make more of a difference than originally was being made. So yeah, sure, why not? All right, a bunch of new populations, a granary done in Linchintin. I can't say that. What the hell are you building a goddamn anchorage to here? It is slotless, so that's cool. We got another desertic we can move down. Doesn't really take any resources. So I guess the anchorage would be good enough. Sure, and then city walls is done next to that. We have 4 slots available. And a very weird spread of just everything here. We could use conversion, but it's not ultra important. I think I'll grab it. We have enough slots available. Yeah, let's get that cult site. New population. We have woodcutting done in Zadracarda. We have 4 or 5 slots available. The regional roads are what I'm going to have to go with. Over in Corsot, in the province of Palmyra, a new natural population growth has opened up a slot. Not a lot of health here, I must say. Really not a lot. We're making do with just having a lot of food, really. We could do with another desertic on culture, which does have a noticeable effect. Maybe allowing me to just go for the salt house, the currently final healthcare building showing. There's probably more that will pop up once this is built. Get a little bit more food, a little bit of health, things like that. New population in Rambia, a capital location, opening up a slot. Same thing here. There's like little to no health at all. Growth is basically just natural. Infrastructure is great, and even with all these guys on food, loyalty's fine. I think the smokehouse is what we need to go for. Local cattle already present. Let's go east. We got a blacksmith done in Susiana. What the hell is this? Let me get this desertic down there. And then we'll keep everybody else on food. This is a place that could use help with growth too, but it's also not like urgently imminent. The culture from a preceptor house would right now be kind of minimal, but it would help. We're still in the ratio where culture would help loyalty. Decadence reduction would just be amazing in general. But help with growth would also be cool. I can't go for food because the M4 is there. Let's just go for the preceptor house. I've skipped over some of these recently. Let's head further east where we got a land reclamation and a new population. Give me all of these desertics onto culture, which did make a difference. Not one that's really needed, mind you, but it did make a difference. Move one, just one Indian to infrastructure for now. And then I think we might just go for a ranch. Let's go for a ranch. Looks good to me. City walls done next to that. 2 slots available. I could go slotless on that sacred estate, just get a bunch of culture. It would consume a little bit of food, though. But culture, I don't know. We do have 2 slots, not 1 slot, so I could go for the orchard instead, get some more food. We could use more food here. Or health. I'll go for the food with the orchard. Shepherd House done, Worship Place done, new population in Makran, adding a new slot. Loyalty is something we're really missing here. We also don't really have a potter's workshop, but I think some loyalty is more important in this place. Some health, some food, that stuff would be great as well, but I'm going to prioritize the loyalty for now. Just let it build up naturally otherwise. Gladiator School done to the southwest. We have 2 slots available there. We could definitely use some more loyalty here as well. With 2 slots, growth is going to take forever. I already have healthcare fully built up here. The amphora is just getting in the way of other things, but hey. We'll grab that gambling ring to get the loyalty that comes from it, sure. Capital still building. Regional roads done to the north in Lathrippa. We have 1 slot available here. And we could go... We have a couple of good options here, actually. Loyalty is not that desperately needed. I think instead I'll go for the expert stonecutter. So that'll give me some infrastructure and some culture. And then, like... Maybe I move 3 guys down, and that helps too. So some extra culture to really double down on that. Get back a good amount of my infrastructure. Maybe move 1 guy from food onto infrastructure. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not? Land expansion done next to that. We have 5 slots available. Pottery wouldn't be too bad. Noble Garden wouldn't be too bad. That one doesn't give loyalty, though. Growth could use some assistance. Infrastructure could use some assistance. What if I moved 3 of these guys down onto culture? Did that make a difference? It does make a difference. So we'll do that, and we'll build the brickwork to get that amount of infrastructure back and a little bit more. Heading up northwest, we have a street parlor done in Batania. We have 2 slots available. A mill would be great. Loyalty and food? Yeah, that's pretty great. I'm going to grab that mill with our 2 slots. One of them. Free infrastructure, land reclamation. 6 slots available. The school is pretty enticing. That it is. Let me get that desertic guy down to infrastructure. Looks much better now. I'll get the school. Deck introduction, culture. Tiny bit of infrastructure. It's something. It's something. And then I think I've been all the way up here. I have. Have I been to the west? No. What is this? Fleet weakened by lack of supply. Is this? These guys just sailing through. Yeah. Makes sense. Alright. Well, we have an extra population in Halis. Halis? 1 slot available. Slotless, we could get the gambling arena and then up the loyalty. Sure, that sounds great. Great for some reasons, maybe not great for others, but we'll get it anyway. Potter's Workshop done over here in Thrace. We have a need for a lot of things, but we're still recovering from underpacification. The Palisade honestly sounds like the best thing. Give me a Palisade. Thank you very much. On this island, I saw the symbol barely under this city. Wells completed, but doesn't let me build anything else. Governor's Palace gotten rid of. Slave Market gotten rid of. This does open up a slot. We are still recovering here from Just Conquered. Oh my god, a place that actually has sales. Oh, hey, look at this. The Colossus. This is a world wonder. I didn't know we took over something so valuable. Well, that's awesome. We're building somehow here. I don't know how we're doing it, but we are building something that grants us sales. I'm not really sure what's doing it. I guess it's the shipyard. No wonder I don't usually see them. Yeah. It only makes a monetary bonus, really. Not really anything I super care about. It buffs up ship production, so I haven't really focused on that very much. I'm gonna go for the fishery. Get a little bit of food from that. New population on Cyprus. That one was naturally grown. We could do with some food or health or all kinds of things here, really. Metal would be great anywhere. We're negative on metal. Our amount of metal has actually been going down. But I think here we're going to prioritize things that would help growth and other necessities. So we're going to go for that granary. Yeah, I think we already have an amphora here. We do. I'm still going to go for that granary. I think that would be pretty good for there. In the Sinai, we finished a tavern and got a new population at the same time. This is the regional capital. And we do have several slots available. I could use loyalty among other things here. None of these buildings really stand out. I'm just going to take the training ground from now. It's kind of like a refresh. Slotless, heavy infantry building. Seems good to me. Land reclamation done next to that. We have 4 slots available in this location. We could probably use another desertic on infrastructure. Yeah, that's looking much better. City walls. We don't even have city walls. Well, let's get some. Physician house done. Stadium done. This one does have 2 slots open. We'll take these 2 desertics, put them on infrastructure, get all these Hellenics back onto food, and that solves that problem for right now. Loyalty is not really needed. Decadence reduction would always be needed. This is no capital. Growth can really only be improved via health right now, and so the hospital would be really the way to do that. I guess I'll go for the hospital. I skip over these quite a lot, so let's go ahead and grab one. Might as well do different things in different locations, right? Land reclamation done in Tanis. It's along the coast. And we could go for a potter's workshop. We have so many slots available. The opportunities are just endless. We do have the required religious building here, so that's really no concern. What if I just move all of these guys up to food? Then go slotless on a large warehouse. That just seems like a solution to something to me, so yeah, why not? Builder's Hall done in Praetorium. 4 slots available there. The blacksmith would be very well placed here. Let's go ahead and grab it. Move this guy up to food. Next to that, we got a monument done. 2 slots available. Land expansion? Yes, please. Warehouse done next to that. 2 slots available. Well, first, let's get this desertic guy down onto culture, where he's not really needed, but I'll take him. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I guess we'll go for... Let me move these guys up to food. They'll do a better job on food than infrastructure. We don't really need infrastructure here. I'll grab the shepherd house to get a little bit more food. Seems to be good enough for now. Some new pops. A warehouse done in Sirtica. We have 1 slot available. What if I move 2, 3 guys down there? Move, oh dear, another desertic down to infrastructure. All Hellenics up to food. Then we have better loyalty. We have some good infrastructure. Seems pretty good to me. Food would be nice, but I don't want to build the amphora. So let's go ahead and maybe just build an herbalist. Yeah, let's do that. Herbalist it is. Salt house done. Beside that, we have 1 slot available. This is an okay place to get a blacksmith if I want one. Not amazing, but it's okay. And only 1 slot, though. I'll build it anyway. Cult site done next to that in this place where we've just had all these slaves and this need to keep a military at all times. It's pretty basic, but for now, I'll just place a hemp field, get a little bit more food. I remembered, by the way, that food is not 1-to-1 with supply. It's 1-to-5, actually. In a good way. 1 food becomes like 5 supplies, so it's not too bad. I've been treating it like it's 1-to-1. I've known that it's 1-to-5, I just forget it while I'm talking about it. Land expansion done in Naphtimones and a new population is acquired. A little bit of loyalty here would be great, but we could use some other things as well. I'll move 1 guy off infrastructure down to culture to get that loyalty, replace him 2-fold with a new infrastructure building. Seems good to me. It also looks like we're out of time for this episode, so I'll have to end this here. So for now, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.